Welcome to Body Bags. I'm your Friday reviewer, Chris, from ChrisB Movies. Now, you know my name is Chris, and you know I love B movies. French extreme films. Well, French films could be artsy. French films could be colorful, but they can also be extreme. And let me tell you, some French films are very extreme, and albeit very misogynistic, as in this film. Now, the only two French extreme films I had seen previous to the one I'm going to review today and next week were Martyrs and High Tension. You know, I went to the theaters opening night to see High Tension, so yeah. I loved both films. I really did. But I had never seen Martyrs, one of the most popular French extreme films, one of the most disturbing films ever made, right up there with a Serbian film and Salo. And yet I'd never seen it because I could never find it for a good price. And you know me, I was like the uncut version. And again, I could never find it for the right price. And I know I'd pay a lot for DVD. I'm sorry. Call me a snob. Hopefully they have a good Blu-ray or 4K of Martyrs coming up soon. And this is a film by Pascal Laugier, who did The Tall Man and Saint Ange, if you haven't seen those films. But this film is very misogynistic, like a lot of French extreme films, cruelty against women. Now, Martyrs is Greek for witness. Now, remember that before watching this film. There's going to be a lot of spoilers. I think most of you watching have seen Martyrs before, maybe once, twice, or 300 times. It's a very extreme, gory film, and it'll mess with your mind. It'll screw you up, because me, I don't like to see abuse to women. I don't like to see abuse to anybody, children, women. And so, yeah, this one did bother me a little bit. Not a little bit, but a lot. So we follow Lucy, who has been abducted, and she's just being tortured. Okay, they feed her this green mush, and they take a spoon and feed her in her mouth, and when she pushes away, they just open hand, just slap her right across the face until she opens her mouth. They give her just a little bit of water, not enough to hydrate yourself, and then out of nowhere, this big muscle-bound guy comes in and just beats the living hell out of her. And this thing gets repeated every single day. You don't know why they're doing it. You don't know what the reasoning is to do something this horrid. But again, she's getting brutalized. Now, there was a little error that they made where Lucy was able to escape. So she's escaping, she's running away. And then later on, we see her in an orphanage where she's besties with Anna. And Anna is her confidant. No matter what Lucy is going through, no matter what she's seeing, because she sees this disfigured lady coming after her. And she's always trying to fight her, but nobody else sees her but Lucy. And there's a reason for that. But Anna is always there for her, no matter what. They grew up together, they're best friends. She was her confidant through her post-traumatic stress, because we know she had PTSD. Through all the pain she was going through in her whole life, leading up to when she was an adult. Now, she's an adult, and she wants revenge. So she goes back to that house where she was tortured in, and basically it was a slaughterhouse. Now, the slaughterhouse is in the lower basement area of this regular house. And this house is being housed by a regular family, you know. They are the Belfons. And, you know, there's a mother, father, and two kids. One of the kids wants to go to college. One of the sisters teases her brother all the time. And they're like a cute little family. And then out of nowhere, Lucy comes in with a shotgun and blows them all away. Just freaking kills them all. There's a point where the mother comes back and she just like hammers her head in and she's like, "You need to die." And just brutally assaults and kills her. So brutally. Now, Anna was called by Lucy because Lucy's like, "Oh my God, I killed them all. I got revenge." So Anna went to the house. She goes in. She just sees the carnage that happened. She even sees the mother come back to life, where Lucy just destroys her and kills her. So Anna is always trying to clean up her mess, always trying to help her, and she doesn't want Lucy to be like locked up for life in jail when they find out what's going on. And she feels that Lucy killed just this regular family because Lucy's just gone insane. She didn't know that this family had something to do with her torture. And again, we don't see that because they look like a normal family. The mother seems, in the Belfons, she seems more like the fixer-upper, and the dad just kind of just sits there. Kind of like a real role reversal there, but forget about that. So this whole family is destroyed. Anna's trying to clean up the mess. She's trying to bury the bodies and just trying to clean up the mess the best she can. And out of nowhere, spoiler alert here, if you've never seen Martyrs, spoiler alert, watch it first, and maybe you should watch this video. Lucy just kind of ends her life because she just can't get out of her own mind. And she keeps seeing the disfigured woman, and just her mind is just all messed up, and no meds in the world seem to be working for her, so she just, like, kills herself, and she dies. Now Anna's left with all this mess, now Lucy's body and everything. So Anna is just looking around the house, and she sees that there's an underground bunker where people are getting tortured and mutilated. And she says, this shit is real. This family really did this. So she goes down, and she sees this totally disfigured woman. So, of course, Anna, who tried to help Lucy all those years and was still trying to help her until her death, tries to help this lady, but this lady is cutting herself, and she is all messed up. So then, out of nowhere, these people in suits come in, and they blow this lady away, this disfigured woman away. And that disfigured woman was the one that Lucy kept seeing. So this lady was really alive, but she looked like she was tortured, and she was all... So now, these people in suits now have Lucy, and now Lucy is being abducted by them, being tied up so she can't move, and she meets this older woman, Mademoiselle, and she explains to him why she's doing what she's doing. She wants to find a martyr. She wants to find someone to die and come back and be the witness to tell Mademoiselle everything that went on in the afterlife. Because Mademoiselle's getting older, and her life is kind of trickling away, and she might not be in the best of health, and she probably figures she's going to die soon. So they lock up Lucy, and basically they feed her this mush when Lucy's not going to... They feed Anna this mush. When Anna is not going to eat it, they slap her open-handed across the face, and this big guy comes in, just beats the living hell out of her. And this has happened every single day. And Anna has lasted the longest out of anybody. And now, Mademoiselle truly feels that she will be the martyr. She will be the person who will die and then come back and tell her about the afterlife, which is what Mademoiselle. There's a scene that really got me towards the end, because there's a scene where they bring in this doctor who just basically skins Anna alive. Just skins her from right around here down. So they didn't skin her face or anything, but they skinned her body straight down. And they tied her up, and they're like, Anna, you are the chosen one. You are the one. And Anna goes, basically just passes out, look like she's dying. Then she comes back, and her eyes are like this. As in with many other martyrs, but she is the true one. And so Mademoiselle whispers in her ear, and Anna whispers back. What a scene. It's a scene you have to see. Like, anything I say won't do it justice, you really have to see this scene. It's a scene that just hit me like, and Mademoiselle's like, So then towards the end, all these rich people are going into the house, and Mademoiselle's now going to reveal what the afterlife is all about, hearing from her martyr. And they're going to see the martyr and everything, and then something happens that Mademoiselle does. At the end, you're like, oh my god! But you really have to see the end. A really great ending. Very misogynistic film. But honestly, everything was played amazing. I mean, really amazing. Mylene Jumpinall, who played Lucy, was totally brilliant in this film. Morjana Aloui, who played Anna, was freaking fantastic. And Catherine Began, who played Mademoiselle, was great as well. It is a tough film to get through. Like, any violence towards anybody, I don't like. But sometimes with movies, we suspend our disbelief. You know, you see a bunch of horny teenagers getting cut off by a guy with a hockey mask, and you're all like cheering, yay. But this is a tough one to watch. And depending who you are, what experiences you've been through life, this could be as or more disturbing than Serbian film or Salo, depending on the experiences you've been through in life. I'm not one to tell you what is more extreme or... But there was a lot of blood. It was gory as hell, and it was a tough film to watch. It was like... But there were some scenes that were absolutely beautiful as well. Like, the cinematography was awesome. The camera work is great. Even Mac is getting a little flustered downstairs over there, barking away, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a film you have to see once in your lifetime. Even if you see it once and never see it again, I totally get that. But it's a film, if you see it more times, you may catch more things that are going in the background that you didn't catch beforehand. But yeah, Martyrs, a really good film. And I would say it's number one in the French extreme films. I would say Martyrs and Frontiers are tied for my very first, as far as being number one in the most extreme French films that I've seen. Albeit by, you know, the great acting in the film, the lots of the gore in both of them. But they were two different types of films. But still very extreme in the setting. Like I say, you know, like, and even the music was really good in the process of the film. I have to say, man, this was a really great film. I don't know if I'm going to watch it a bunch more times, but I might watch it a couple more times. But from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I give it a solid 8. Definitely one of the better extreme films that I've seen. French extreme films, and a film that, not everybody probably should watch. Kids should not watch this film. Some adults might not want to watch this film, and I totally get that because, this misogynistic nature. I try to suspend my disbeliefs while watching a film, but, I don't like cruelty to women like this, and it seemed like the cruelty was just to women. Especially when you have a big guy come in and just beat the hell out of a woman. Ugh. That's kind of tough for me to watch. But, I mean, as far as acting, cinematography, and having quite a few beautiful scenes in there that I really enjoyed, I'd put it right on top. And again, it's not real. It's just a movie. Did real stuff like this happen in life? I'm sure worse stuff has happened in this world than this. Pascal Laugier did a great job in directing, and yeah, very interesting film. If you like gory and extreme films, this is the one for you. Martyrs, a lot of you probably have already seen this one, but if you haven't, definitely check it out. It's quite interesting. Quite gory, quite extreme, and yeah, very disturbing. So check it out, if you will. Thank you so much for watching. Check out all the other reviewers. They all do a bang-up job. And next week, I'm doing another French extreme film, which I'm really excited about. It was my first watching this one as well. I did watch that one on Shudder as well. Don't have a copy of that one, so check it out next week, because it's going to be extreme, fun, and a little bit disturbing. But incredibly gory. Blood everywhere in this film. Oh, yeah. So definitely check it out. Check out all the other reviews. They do a bang-up job. A lot of great stuff coming your way in the next few days. Oh, yeah. Definitely check it out. But don't forget to watch those late-night horror movies. Read up on your latest Fright Mags. Don't forget to tune in to another episode of a show we call Body Bags. Yeah.